So, small final time, what we call our third and fourth place race-off. Let's see who's going to start things off for our teams. Silas Aaron and Cal Riefsnyder will be racing against Thomas Kund and James Govey. China Dragons got their hands full here, I think, but they've been doing so well, and particularly, as he said earlier on, Thomas said earlier on, when they lost to Quad Force 1, it was on the track that they don't know as well as this one. This could be really exciting stuff. We could get China Dragons into third place in the entire virtual drone Grand Prix. We'll see what James Govey can do. 7,000ths of a second behind Cal Riefsnyder, became 1,000th of a second in front of him, and he's exited that double kicker beautifully. Silas Aaron, though, is all round the back of him, slightly in front of him. Cal Riefsnyder's managed to push up past him as well. That's the second run through that. And Govey headed groundwards, and some time has slipped away. Not very much, though, only 6/10. Silas Aaron was behind a little bit at the start, but has managed to gather up and take the lead. Cal Riefsnyder's taking it from him. There's no hanging about with these two pilots from Quad Force 1. They'd all like to get the 4 points for their team. James Govey would love to steal the 4 points from both of them, but it's just out of reach. 1-2 for Quad Force 1. James Govey getting the third. Thomas Kund finished not too far behind all of them. Yeah. Very, very good. 7 points, 3. As you see, we've got room for lots of points in the small finals. Next up will be the remainder of the pilots, and then the big heat. Levi Johnson and Colby Katola want to push this forwards for Quad Force 1. Lucas Rao and Kenrick Lin want to stop them in their tracks right now. They could get it, particularly with Kenny Lin. Lucas Rao's going to need to pull out a great performance to keep up with him, but he can do it, and let's see, it's starting off the way they want it to, but it's then, before they even left the Galaxy building, all gone a bit wrong, as Kenrick Lin is at the back and Lucas Rao is the one in second, and it's now Levi Johnson who's up in the lead. Lucas Rao making some nice turns here, 7/10 of a second and slipping a little bit further behind as they go through the kicker, but he's not too far out of this thing. He has got Colby Katola hovering around the back of him, though. If Colby gets in his field of view, then that might just start to put him off a little bit. Levi Johnson looked like he'd slipped a little bit of time on the corkscrew, but actually he's done very nicely. No, he has lost it, hasn't he? He did clip a bit of it. I wasn't sure if he was still through or if he's going to have to go back and do it, and he's had to go back and do it. He hasn't got too far behind, though, and in fact, he looks like he's about to swallow up Lucas Rao any moment. There he goes. Lucas Rao trying to push up. Colby Katola's hit the Torval gate hard and gone all the way to the back, right at the end. Second down to fourth place for Colby Katola. He's going to be absolutely gutted about that, as Rao and Lin have both beaten him. No, they wanted to close that gap more rather than tie it up. So 12 points to 8 for Quad Force 1. But there are points available, of course, in the big heat. China Dragons to be third on the leaderboard for today. They need to be in a lot of those top 4 positions. Let's see what they can do. First big heat of this weekend. Drones flying everywhere. Cal Riefsnyder getting totally tangled and is at the back of this thing by some time now. Levi Johnson is at the other end of things, leading the way for Quad Force 1 with Colby Katola in second. Silas Aaron moved up past James Govey in third, but Govey's fighting back. Thomas Kund needs to move. Lucas Rao needs to get a whole second's worth of speed from somewhere and move up there as well. And there's 4 points deficit between these two teams. The China Dragons, they've really got to be trying to get the 4 for the lead and more than that. Colby Katola's right at the front now. Captain Silas Aaron's just passed him, but Govey's gone past both of them. This is going to go and go and go. Thomas Kund, you need to get up there and get involved in this battle. China Dragons need you. Kenrick Lin, Lucas Rao, they need to pull up from the back as well. Cal Riefsnyder is over this too long. I've got a feeling Colby Katola's forgotten this is 4 laps. It's a 4-lap big heat. Silas Aaron's going to continue. Colby Katola's put it into the finish gate and he shouldn't be in there yet. That's given China Dragons a huge opportunity as James Govey is up in a second with all of China Dragons behind him in third, fourth and fifth. Silas Aaron up to the lead. James Govey's only a couple of tenths of a second behind him and all of his teammates are with him as well. If this continues, this could be absolutely huge. James Govey's moved up past Aaron. Kund's moved past Aaron as well. Aaron is disintegrating and gone all the way to the back. It is all China Dragons at the front of this, and it is all Quad Force 1 bringing up the rear. This is absolutely unbelievable. Through the Prix LAAX gate, James Govey gets a big heat win. Thomas Kund in second. Kenrick Lin is third. Lucas Rao completes the absolute clean sweep for China Dragons. We haven't seen a clean sweep in years. Cal Reef-Snyder at the start out of the blocks has been at the back for the whole race behind that, and Quad Force 1 are going to be shaking their heads and wondering what happens. It is an absolutely massive 10 points out of 10 for China Dragons.
Wow. Oh man. What happened here? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, and 4 for China Dragons. Unbelievable stuff. Unbelievable. This is unheard of.
It is completely unheard of. I'm absolutely staggered by that. Wow. We have had big heat clean sweeps in the past, but we didn't have any in 2020. And honestly, I can't remember the last time we did it. It would have been in one of our real life races back in 2017, 18, or 19. But I'm gobsmacked by that. 10 points out of 10 turns 12-8 to 12-18. And China Dragons are third today in the Virtual Drone Grand Prix of LAAX, Switzerland. Quad Force 1 will miss out on that podium. I think that's maybe the second time in history that China Dragons have been third. I'm staggered.